Harry Grant wants to know why we all love a criminal movie mastermind.
The heist movie. It's the genre that whisks us into the world of mobsters, their moles and money. But what is it about these films that has us rooting for the lovable cons no matter what they do? Well, we thought we'd get together a couple of experts to try and find out. How about former head of the Met's flying squad, Roy Ram? And top film critic, James King. So, gentlemen, our mission is simple. We're going to plan the perfect heist film. The first job of any respectable caper is to assemble the best gang of cons for the crime. So, who are we going to choose?
You need a charmer. I'm thinking kind of the George Clooney character. He's the bad guy, admittedly, you know, but at the same time, he's very charming and you're sort of rooting for him, really.
You need an inside agent. If you look at every robbery that's ever happened, every big one, it's always somebody on the inside. And you need a man with a plan. I
really like the team in Reservoir Dogs. Actually a heist movie where you don't see the heist. It is about getting the team together and it's about what happens afterwards.
Yes, Mr. Tarantino's first feature has arguably the most iconic gang of crooks in the genre.
Here are your names. Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
You've assembled the team, you've picked your target. All you have to do now is break through the impregnable security system that's guarding the loot. A simple plan just isn't an option.
I want a plan where I'm sat there in the cinema going, how have they got the audacity to try and pull this off? It will never work. And of course in the movies it often does.
In real life, can you just imagine, here's this gang of robbers sitting down and they're going to help this guy called Thomas Crown to steal a painting. Where do we go and get 100 guys in bowler hats? You know, keep it simple, guys.
Whilst it might not be high on realism, the 1999 remake of the Thomas Crown affair sees Pierce Brosnan's character completing the perfect art theft in extravagant style.
Ridiculous, he got us running around in circles.
But are all heist films so unrealistic?
In my opinion, gangster movies today are fairy stories. Well, you might as well go and watch a Walt Disney film. You see a car doing 50 miles an hour coming up the top of a building, landing on a car, it just doesn't happen, does it?
If everything's gone to plan, your crooks will soon be within arm's length of the prize. Only one thing left to think of. The getaway!
Best getaway, it's got to be the Italian Job, hasn't it? I mean, that's just one of the best getaways ever, not just in the heist movie world, just because it's so ridiculously elaborate.
Really encourage getaways like the Italian Job. I think the policeman comes along and says, did anybody see what happened? Well, I saw a car leaping from one building to another. That's kind of helpful, you know.
There can be no finer example of a gripping getaway than the 1969 Brit classic, The Italian Job. With Michael Caine and his gang zipping around the gridlock streets of Turin, it's nothing short of a mini masterpiece.
I think you might make an effort to keep up with the others, Tony.
All right, all right.
Go, go, go! Right, with the job done, all that's left for our heroes of our perfect heist is for them to collect their ill-gotten gains and go and live out their days on an island in the Bahamas. Of course, real life isn't like that. It's not like the movies.
And when they nick you, right, please believe me, when they nick you, you ain't going to get out of it. You ain't going to get out of it.
This doesn't look good, does it?